House Speaker Nancy Pelosi staring down North Korea with her visit to the DMZ, as so to speak, as China continues to stoke tensions, firing missile after missile, one even over Taiwan for the first time ever, 5 into Japan's exclusion zone. But the White House is reportedly fuming over the speaker's trip to Taiwan overall, after she ignored the administration's officials discouraging her from going. Here to weigh in is the CEO of Rogue States Project, a bipartisan national think tank, a true expert in this region, Harry Kazianis. Welcome back, Harry. First off, what is your take on North Korea, and what is the message the speaker's sending, not only to North Korea, but perhaps the White House?
Well, look, Brian, I think it's great that Nancy Pelosi went to South Korea. I mean, it's good to stand with that ally. I mean, it's good to stare down North Korea and do that look across the DMZ. I mean, let's face it, North Korea is where 25 million souls are enslaved by the Kim regime. And there's actually over 1 million people in North Korea that are in something like concentration camps right now. So good for her. But the challenge here when it comes to North Korea is, if you notice something, the Biden administration does not want to talk about North Korea that much these days. They have no policy when it comes to North Korea. And we keep seeing the North Koreans saber-rattling more and more. And I think you will see the North Koreans test a nuclear weapon this year, and maybe an ICBM that goes all the way and splashes down in the Pacific to prove that their nuclear weapons can hit the United States.
Just by the way,
it's very dangerous.
Right, of course. The South Korea, by the way, it's maybe a message to Joe Biden, do something. The South Korean president stayed on his staycation rather than meet with the speaker. A bit of an insult. He didn't want to aggravate China. Speaking of China, military exercises continue. Condemnation around the region. Live fire for the first time. A rocket missile goes over the island of Taiwan, and they're within 12 miles of its coast. Some say this is a drive run of what an invasion would look like. What do you think?
I think absolutely. I mean, China, the Chinese have been working for over 30 years for this moment, so they will have the military capability, Brian, to invade and destroy Taiwan if they want to. And here's the thing. The Biden administration has the capabilities to prevent this. Keep in mind, Brian, a lot of the Taiwanese military capabilities are ancient. For example, the Taiwanese submarines, 2 of them are from World War II that we gave them. A lot of their tanks, military technology is from the 50s, 60s, 70s. It's old Cold War technology. So we have the capability to arm the Taiwanese right now, just like we're doing with Ukraine, to make sure they have the best tools that they need so the Chinese would never come and try to attack them. Essentially, Brian, turn Taiwan into a giant porcupine. So if China reaches out and tries to grab for Taiwan, they're going to get hurt.
Harry, not only are they not doing that, but they canceled another intercontinental ballistic missile test to avoid angering China. And what about this real quick? Evidently, Nancy Pelosi was interested in making this trip for a capstone on her career. The State Department and White House told her not to. How do you calculate this decision?
Well, it looks horrible. I mean, it's political grandstanding by Nancy Pelosi. The United States is not ready for a war with China. Look, we've been stuck in the sands of the Middle East for over 20 years. We could debate that, whether that was right or wrong, but the United States needs to refocus on great power competition between China, Russia, and Nancy Pelosi. Essentially what she did, she blew that up and made us look bad because we're not ready.
Well, maybe we're not ready, but it's amazing that they can't get on the same page and they're the same party. Harry, thanks so much.
Thank you.